I think everyone's all high and mighty on these guys who come from, a kickboxing and boxing background. When they come over to the UFC, they expect them to be these elite strikers. The distance, the combos, the head movement, the number of variables, it's a completely different game. So to me, that never translates. It doesn't. They would have to spend so much time on the other aspects of mixed martial arts to learn the timing, the distance, and to manage the disadvantage they're at, whether, with the wrestling, the grappling, and the distance, and the kicks, and the elbows, and the angles, and the cage. And that's not something you can just pick up. Even if you had one or two before, when you come to the UFC, it's just a different animal. So I'll always watch Gokhan Saki fight because he does have that kind of crazy style of just, stand and bang, but it doesn't work this day and age. It just doesn't work anymore. I don't know what people expected. How high everyone was. Like, I can't believe Roundtree beat him. I was like, I thought this was an easy call. If you go back and listen to my breakdown of it, I don't see it. I thought Saki got lucky in his first fight, but you toss him anyone with any experience. Now, what's impressive is Roundtree did just fucking drop his ass with a straight punch, which is cool. But with Saki, they're used to, they can turtle up with their gloves in front of their face, and they can eat some shots. MMA, you cannot do that. You can't do that. You literally cannot do that. Maybe if you're a young guy and you just get in the UFC, via Justin Gaethje, how's that worked out for him? He has a chin and he walks forward and he eats those shots, but guys are too good. This isn't fucking 1993. So I didn't think it was that impressive. That, Gokhan Saki, A, came to the UFC, B, that people thought he was going to have success. It ain't happening, man. They better tread very lightly to have him have success. That better be the right guy. And even in his last fight, when he had that fucking crazy brawl, that guy's not a world-class striker. It's just a different game. And he's also long in the fucking tooth. Super long. There's also that. He's not a young guy. Not a young guy at all. So he's going to go out on a shield. Either way, he's going to go on a shield, so you pay to watch him. But and a lot of people aren't familiar with him. The younger audience isn't that familiar with Gokhan Saki. Francis is the one, if you're a fan of Francis Ngannou, which you should be worried about, because he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't have an identity right now. And also, not only do you not know who you are, your confidence is down, your ego is definitely not the same as what it was. You got people coming out of the woodworks talking shit about you, but then the boss, the man who employs you, is starting to talk shit about you. And that's where it does not help. When you pile on shit on top of shit, and it's true, but the thing is, I don't get why Dana does this. For the life of me, I do not get this. It's your product. The better Francis does, the more money you make. Why would you bring that guy down right now? Out of anyone, and I wish they would have done this, out of anyone on the card, if he could have said one positive thing he should have said about Francis. If anyone right now could use a positive message, it's Francis Ngannou. A man who's lost, who's coming off a fucking ass whipping from Stipe, and just is lost. He doesn't know what to do. You know how far it would go if you just went, rough night for the guy. He's still one of the fucking best. We just need to sit down and talk and figure out what's next to him, get him back on the right track. He has a ton of potential. Obviously, tonight wasn't his night. It was a boring-ass fight, let's be real, but that guy with one win's right back in there. Some of the best power we've ever seen in the UFC. We're going to get it figured out. What you don't do is talk shit about him. What you don't do is say, oh, he had a big ego. It's his ego, and he thought he was the shit walking around. So did Rhonda. You created that monster. So did she. And look how that ends. Fighting is very black and white. Fighting is very, very black and white. You can think all you want. People can tell you all these great accolades, and you're the next Mike Tyson, and you're the best, you're the best, you're the best. And then when that fucking octagon gate closes, those people do not matter. You have to figure out who you are, and you have to have the right tools to get that done. And right now, Francis does not have that. But what we shouldn't do is just belittle the guy, shit on the guy. When he lost against Stipe, which is nothing to hang your head about, as fast as he got to the title shot. But when you lose against Stipe and you have cardio issues, stuff like that, I make the jokes about the Performance Institute, stuff like that. That's all in good fun. but I don't employ Francis. If he's my employee, I'm talking to him on Monday in my office. Look at the heavyweight division. Who else are you going to bank on? You want Derek Lewis now? Let's say he jumps in the number one spot. Who the fuck else are you going to bank on? This is your company. So who else are you going to ride with? So you got Stipe just got knocked out, right? So he's on a bit of rough slope. You got Francis Ngannou ranked number one. So these are the old rankings before it happened. You got Curtis Blades. All right, Curtis there. Francis beat him, but it was a weird stoppage. So you could do that rematch. It'd be a terrible matchup for Francis. You got Volkov. You got Alistair Overeem just lost. You got Derek Lewis with a back problem. You got Mark Hunt, old. Junior Dos Santos fighting, but all right, old. All right. And then after that, it is what it is. But if you're going to invest time in anyone, I don't get why you tear a guy down like that. There's not a whole lot for you to work with there, man. And I'd try and keep that guy happy. It's easy to get your ego out of hand and stuff like that when you're knocking everyone out, and especially where he comes from, and he's not used to the success, and everyone's tossing you all this stuff, and there's a whole lot of things going on, and everyone's telling you you're the best, including your boss. As soon as you win, you're the worst. What the fuck? You kidding me? If anyone, and obviously the haters are always going to hate. The people, the internet trolls, they do not matter. You don't even have to listen to them. They're always going to be there. Whether you win or lose, they're going to stay doing what they do. They're just losers. That's what they do. So for Francis, he needs to stay offline, and he needs to surround himself with people who are about the same goal as him. That's getting back on the victory path. But the biggest thing, I don't care if he wins his next fucking fight, as long as he looks good trying. I just want to see him try. He needs to have a team around him who have the same goal in mind to find his identity. I'm not sure what it is. He doesn't know what it is, but he needs to surround himself with people who can figure it out. It's not what they do. They're too busy, So I will say, I in my heart of hearts, if you had a gun to my head, someone said, what would be the best thing for the UFC? I would say for Dana White to leave.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's no shade. That's nothing. You've done your thing. Now hand the baton off to someone to hopefully get it to another level, to hopefully carry it to another phase that the sport can grow. I do. I think with his mindset, we're here, and we're going to be here until someone else comes along.
Yeah, I can't stand that negative stuff. It's such a bummer.
Yeah, I think it's fun, for the media and stuff like that, and it gives you something to talk about. And his personality is, one of the reasons, he bulldogged his way into things, and it was fun while it lasted. But I think this day and age, we've hit a wall, and the oversaturation and the treatment of the fighters, and now people are aware of how much fighters are getting paid and stuff like that. I think you have to revamp it. I think you got to flip this pillow over and restart.
Yeah.
Again, that's no shade. That's just that's as far as business goes, what I would do. All right, let's get into it, man. God, where do we start with this one? I mean, we had, I was in Spokane doing all that stuff. And then, I guess we'll start, a lot of this came from the drama with Dana and everything going on. Well, this came from Stylebender posted a video which apparently he got misinformation, and he thought I was talking about him, which I clearly wasn't. And, made a comment, and then Dana chimes in on there. So I think a lot of you guys are listening right now. Maybe you haven't listened to the show before, or maybe you have, and if you've listened to me for a long time, I'm definitely not going to go on here and go on some sort of negative rant about Dana White and throw shots at Dana White. I didn't get to this, whatever you want to say, what lane I'm in. I didn't get here by hating on people and taking negative shots at people. It's not what I do. I'll leave that up to everyone else. There's too much negativity in the world, and I'm not trying to add to that. That being said, I did not come after him. I did not ask for this. Dude, I've been retired for how long? It's 2014, I think. December 2014. I'm out of the game, man. So I think, and I've held my tongue, and I've been pretty nice, I'd say. Pretty nice about Dana when I could have taken my shots. you know, if he's upset, his issues with me go way far back. We're not getting into that, but you know, him throwing shots and stuff like that. I think what stems from, you know, last week after Francis lost his fight and he's taking shots at Francis. And I said, this is time to rally around Francis. It's not the time to bring a guy down. And I said, I can't understand why he does this to fighters. He's notoriously done this for years and years and years, where he just talks shit about the guys. Yep. And they're not doing well, man. Those guys just lost the biggest fight of their lives. They're going to have to pay. And they're not feeling good about themselves. And then the boss, who you're looking for any amount of approval, and it will go so far. You're the captain of the ship. When you're shitting on all the employees on the ship, it doesn't make people feel good. When you try to lead by fear, it doesn't work, man. It does not work. That's not the way to do. That's not the way to go about things. That's not what leaders do. That's not what you do. That's not what successful people do. People go, oh, Dana's worth whatever, $400 million. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. To me, that doesn't mean you're successful or you're a leader. That doesn't mean shit to me. There's a lot of working wheels that go into making that deal happen. It's not just him getting it done. No, what he's done with the sport is great. He took that torch, ran with it, got it done, sold the company. It's a major sport now. That's great, man. And we should tip our hats to him for that. But if you think that the platform I have, if I'm not going to criticize you for shitting on these fighters, man, who don't have much financially, they don't have a platform, they have to literally punch other men in the face to make a living. And for you to bring men down like that, men and women down like that, is insane. You're never going to get a free ride here. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. For as long as I have this microphone in my face, you will always get criticized for that. Always, man. It's not cool. And the thing is, I've been in those guys' shoes, man. I've been in that exact same scenario where you're working your ass off to fight another man in a cage, and you're looking for some sort of approval from the head guy who controls your destiny, who controls what matchups you get, who controls how much publicity you get, who controls now what sponsors you get, who controls how much success you're going to have. And you're looking for any inch of approval. If you walk by that man in the hallway and he goes, great job tonight, it goes so far. So why be mean about it? Why be a bully? Why be a bully this day and age? Why continue to shit on people? You've won, man. You've won. You're a CEO of $1 billion company, and you're trying to talk shit to somebody who retired 4 years ago on social media. What are you doing? What are we doing? Imagine somebody else, head of a corporation, they'd lose their job. Talk shit to people like that. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. And what you should be doing, if that hit a nerve when I said you should celebrate Francis, this is not a time to bring that guy down. Your ego's too big, but you should check yourself and go, God, I probably should do something else, man. Name one person, name one fighter. I challenge any of you guys. Name one fighter who's been close to Dana that's never had an issue. Name one. There's a reason. There's a reason after I launched that tweet, that Instagram comment. There's a reason why I had, tons of fighters reach out to me. Tons of UFC employees reach out to me. Tons of employees from Reebok reach out to me. Former fighters, media members. Why do you think that is? Because everyone's thinking this. Because you motivate by fear. That's not a way to run a business. That's not the way to do things. It's 2018. You just can't do that. Why do you think all those people are reaching out to me? Why do you think this gets so many likes? Why do you think it's the topic of all this stuff? Because you're a dick. And no one can say anything. Because they're scared to lose their job. I'm not. I need nothing from you. I need no approval. I don't need a promotion. I don't work for you. I do none of that. I tell you the truth. You're a dick. You're a dick, man. You've made it. You're at the top of the mountain shouting. But don't shout negativity. What are you doing? The world's hard enough, man. It's a dark world out there. It's a dark, negative world. I will never stand for it, ever. A wise man once told me, sometimes you gotta punch that bully right in the mouth. Yeah, you do, man. Yeah, you do. You can't run a business like that. And everyone's sick of it. I've been pretty cool this whole time. I think I've been pretty fucking cool, man. I could have went off on tangents so many times. It doesn't make sense. You bully guys. You cause guys to lose their job. Eric Hawani with the Showtime thing. What are you doing? How petty can you get? You go on the Instagram comments, talk shit. How petty can you get? You think that makes you look smart? Smart people don't do that. People who are comfortable with themselves and don't have ego issues don't do that. People who have made it don't do that. People who are comfortable in their skin don't do that. That's your problem, brother. It's just your problem. That's it, man. And if anything, for you to come after a guy like me, this is what I do, first of all. For you to come after a guy like me is insane. You should be celebrating, man. You should be celebrating. Because I can guarantee you, I promise you, there are fighters in the UFC right now who are looking at what I'm doing post-career going, holy shit, man. And you fighters listening, let me tell you something. If I can do it, you sure as fuck can do it. There's a lot smarter, more talented people than me out there in this world who fought in the UFC and are fighting the UFC. Get out of the mindset that all you have to do is stay in fighting or anything like that. I promise you guys, you can do this if I can do it. I promise you guys. So instead of shitting on a guy like me, you should be pointing, hey, look, after fighting, you guys might be able to do something like that. There might be something like that out there. And I promise you, there's guys sitting in the UFC right now going, damn, man, I wish I could do it. You guys can do it. But there's this mentality, there's this fighter's mentality where you think that's all you have is fighting. And I'm here to tell you it's not true. But of course, Dana's going to shit on you guys and constantly drive this home. This. It's not the way it works, man. We should be celebrating each other. In every other sport, most other sports, there's alumni, there's people who have made the same walk as you, and they've moved on with their careers, and they've gone on to do better things. And it's a network, and we all help each other out. There's certain towns I come into for comedy, and there's guys who I played football with. There's guys who played football before me from the University of Colorado. They had set me up with hotels, recommendations, anything. We take care of each other. It's a fraternity. It's alumni. The UFC, it should be the same thing. But for whatever reason, it's a crab-like world. Everyone's pulling each other down, trying to get to the top, trying to get to that next Conor McGregor level. Everyone wants that Conor McGregor status. There's a bunch of crabs. And then the biggest fat fucking lobsters at the top, Dana White, pushing you guys down. And for what? The world's negative as it is, man. The world's too negative for this. And after all that, I still have no hate in my heart. I have zero hate towards Dana White. If he called me up right now and went, hey, man, let's stop this shit. Let's do this. Cool, man. I have zero animosity. I don't have time for hate. I don't have time to continue to fucking come after you on social media. I don't have to. You asked for this. That tweet I wrote on a plane. It took me 3 minutes to knock that out. It took me 3 minutes. I didn't ask for this. I don't want this. I don't need this negativity. I'm too busy. We both made it, man. Everything's all good. You know what my biggest problem is now? Not getting punched in the face, not hustling, not worry about being a world-class fighter. My biggest problem is what shoe am I going to wear today? Hopefully my set goes well tomorrow at the Comedy Store. And how am I going to help my son get better every day? Those are my biggest problems. What's yours? So why the hate, man? There should be none of that. It's all good. There's no time for this. Like I said, even all that, I have zero ill will towards that, man. Zero. There's none here, man. I don't hate any fighter on this planet. Any fighter, if I could help in any way, hit me up, man. I got you. This show will not be a show where we just belittle Dana and the UFC. That's not what I do. That's not what I stand for. It will never be that. I still love the UFC. I have no ill will towards Dana. There's too much to do. Anytime you have that hate, it's anytime you have that, and this is for you, Dana. Anytime you hold those grudges and that negativity, it's just a deflection. It's just taking you away from what you're trying to do, and I don't know what you're trying to achieve now. I'm not sure what you're trying to achieve. You're wasting your time, though, throwing shade, throwing heat towards me. I'm telling you, man, you're wasting your goddamn time. There's no way to go about things. And for Style Bender, I get it, brother. I get it, man. I 100% get it. I remember when I was fighting, anytime any personality or journalist picked against me, I took that to heart and I fucking used that as fuel to help me win my next fight. And I want to prove everyone wrong. So I get it. I have no issues with you. You're an absolute monster. You were confused on what you posted. That's fine. Again, I don't care, man. It's social media. All that stuff. I do not care. You're all good with me, man. I'm still going to root for your next fight. Still think you're a monster. You can continue to go on and do big things. But for you fighters out there, just be careful, man. Just be careful. Just because he's captaining your ship doesn't mean he's right. Don't be like that. Don't hold hatred. Just be a good person, man. Your job's too tough. Your job's too tough to worry about all that other bullshit. That's for everyone. But again, zero hate towards Dana, zero hate towards Style Bender. It's not going to happen. So if you're tuning in to listen to me rant on some negativity about Dana and fighters and the UFC, this ain't happening. It's not what I do. So best of luck to all of them. And that's that, man.